welcome guys to another episode of our class. Today we are going to look at the establishment of Christianity in Sierra Leone. We'll look at the evangelical arrivals of the Europeans and Americans in Sierra Leone. We'll look at the attempts of the evangelical arrivals to plant Christianity in Sierra Leone.
Christianity in Sierra Leone. Now we are going to look at Christianity in Sierra Leone. The establishment of Christianity in Sierra Leone occurred in distinct phases, evolving from early limited Catholic missions to a significant movement driven by freed slaves and British missionary societies. Let's look at early Catholic missions from 16th century to 18th centuries. Initial contacts. The first known missionary was Portuguese Jesuit Father Baltasar Berreira, who arrived in 1605. Now, he had limited impact. What are the limited impacts? He was followed by Spanish Capuchins and Portuguese Franciscans. However, these efforts were sporadic and had minimal lasting impact. Before 1787, Christian influence was confined to a few Afro-Portuguese communities. Now, let's talk about the Nova Scotian settlers from 1792. The permanent establishment of Christianity began in March 1792 with the arrival of the Nova Scotian settlers. Black loyalists. These were free slaves who had fought for Britain in the American War of Independence. Evangelical roots. They brought a vibrant, independent form of Christianity from the Great Awakening, establishing the first black-led churches in tropical Africa. Founding denominations. They were primarily Methodist, Baptist, and counties of Huntingdon's Connections members. Now, these Nova Scotian settlers, they had black loyalists amongst them. They were freed slaves who are most of them have come back from the war they fought in America, and they had evangelical roots in Christianity back there where they were. And they had the denominations they were part of were Methodist, Baptist, and other denominations they were part of. Now let's look at the role of missionary societies in the 19th centuries. British missionary societies soon became central to the church's development. Let's look at Church Missionary Society, the CMS, springing from the Anglican Church or controlled by the Anglican Church. Initially focused on the interior, it shifted to serving the colony after 1807. It used Freetown as a base to educate the captive. So this church missionary society, they were, helping people with the new religion getting people to be acquainted with the new religion, but they shifted their focus to serving the colony in 1807, and they used Freetown as a base to educate their captives or freed slaves. Now let's look at Wesleyan Methodist Missionary Society (WMMS), built upon the foundation led by the Nova Scotian Methodists, sending its first official missionary, Reverend George Warren, in 1811. Other groups: the United Brethren in Christ arrived in 1855, and the Catholic Church established the Vicariate Apostolic of Sierra Leone in 1858. Reviving Catholic missions. Education. Missions established schools, making Freetown a center of higher learning in West Africa. So these missionaries, or this missionary society, like the Wesleyan Methodist Missionary Society, started sending missionaries to Africa, to Sierra Leone particularly. And the first missionary that was sent was Reverend George Warren in 1811, and followed by other groups of the church, like the Brethren in Christ. They arrived in 1855, and followed by the Catholic Church that started establishing vicariates apostolic in Syria.
Okay, guys, this concludes our class for today. Thanks for watching this episode. Don't forget to attempt the quiz on the screen and see you in our next class.
Quiz.